The Opie and Anthony Show is back on SiriusXM.
Oh, God, I love that one.
I just got uncomfortable again.
I've heard that. It's got to be 100 times over the years. Steve the Whistler.
Yep.
Not funny. Not funny. So, we got a surprise Jocktober for everyone.
I love it. Oh, man.
Do we need the Jocktober intro or anything? No?
I mean, if you want to celebrate, but not necessarily.
We got a good beating from a radio show the other day. A tremendous beating. Some show called Humble and Fred.
Don't pretend you don't know who they are.
And they basically said they were not funny.
Not funny.
Well, Jim Norton's funny. You know,
Yeah.
that divide and conquer shit.
Sure.
Yeah, but so you got to respect at least. All right.
And Jim Norton is funny, obviously. And I guess their point was, I don't know.
I guess they were driving around and our show was on, you know, because their PD or something was listening to it.
Well, the PD obviously is a big fan of ours and was basically hinting, you might want to do your radio show a little more like this. They're funny. And then Humble and Fred said they're not funny. And then the PD said, but they're fun.
The first clip actually is
what they said about us
from yesterday.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can handle this again.
You
I gotta listen to the beating again, Sam.
You really took it on the chin yesterday.
How dare you?
Oftentimes I'll hear people on these shows, and everyone's laughing uproariously, and I'm thinking, okay, take that sentence, put a premise and a punchline. Yeah. It's not getting that laugh. Yeah. And I think what's happened over time is radio listeners have evolved, and they know that now. Yeah. Before it used to be a sense of fun. Remember that boss we had? We were in New York listening to Opie and Anthony. Our boss said this famous line. Fred and I are going, well, these guys aren't funny. Yeah. Well, it's not about being funny. It's about being fun. Well, no, we're funny. But they're not funny. Yeah. And I'm just going to tell you, it was just not really funny humor. They got guys in their show that are funny. Jim Norton and those guys are funny. Yeah, Jim Norton's great. Yeah.
Thank you.
But he says, we're not funny. Wait, they said, we're funny.
We're funny.
But they're not funny, meaning us.
Their type of humor, their brand of humor. And they got a hole on the show, so,
which is pathetic.
Oh, no, that makes it funny.
No, it doesn't.
So fun, no?
And they also
it shows you have no fucking balls to tell your PD, look, I don't want to do radio with a hole.
You don't want some big.
Guys don't want to be doing radio with holes.
No.
Now, if it's a woman and she's fun and can hang with the, quote, guys, that's one thing. But in most cases, it's just a hole that's in the way, as we've pointed out many times over the years.
And they made the mistake of saying that it's got to be funny on stage, like most things you take and put them on stage. And I get that sentiment, but that's not the way it is with radio. It's like things are not always going to be funny on a comedy stage because they're contextual.
Yeah, their whole gauge to whether something's funny or not is to listen to it and they go, now, would that be funny if a comic had said it on a stage? Would the audience be laughing? Then that isn't the context.
How about we acknowledge it's just a stupid concept they're coming up with?
Yeah.
Like if E-Rock walks in, like I said yesterday, one of you guys says something fat and like, oh, E-Rock, or whatever the dumb joke is, that's a running inside joke that wouldn't be funny on stage.
So in that regard, they might be right. But I mean, you know, we absolutely have been funny on a stage, but it's not our thing like Jim Norton's.
No. I mean, they're wrong. Like, it's funny in this context in the radio, but it wouldn't work on a comedy stage, but it works here.
Steve the Whistler on a stage, what we did to that guy.
That'd be a home run, actually.
That would be a tremendous standing ovation.
Yeah.
So we thought it would only be fair to take a listen to this Humble and Fred radio show today.
Hope you guys brought your notepads.
So we can learn what funny is.
Right.
Okay, Anthony?
I'm waiting.
What?
I said I hope you guys brought your notepads.
And this is just one show, right?
Yeah, this is just 1 hour of one show.
This is 1 hour of one show. Because some people like to think that we listen for weeks just to, find where they fuck up.
No, this is 1 hour of one show.
1 hour of one show. That's very important here, okay? So this is a good indication of what they do on the radio. The good, the bad, the ugly, period. So today, a little surprise Jocktober with Humble and Fred to see if they are indeed funny and we're not. We'll see right now.
Maybe you can learn a thing or two. That's something that you should be getting out of Jocktober, is that maybe you can learn how to do radio the way you should be doing it.
Yeah.
Shut up.
We'll have an open mind. We'll see what happens here. Humble and Fred start with some humor based on returning from vacation.
All right.
And it's interesting. I don't know what you find sort of weird. Like, it takes a few seconds to remember where things are and what buttons to hit and, get back in the groove. But I think after 25 years of doing this, it'll all just, the repartee, the rapport, the snippy snappy, it's all going to come back.
No, I know what you're saying. And, we're just...
Snippy snappy?
See, that wouldn't work on a stage.
If you said snippy snappy, it wouldn't.
But that long repertoire, whatever, that would not work on a stage. If you're going to say that, you have to practice that in
He's
your
just
show.
setting it up. I'm sure it gets funny.
Know where Snippy Snappy works?
Hopefully on
a T-shirt.
Oh,
Write that
shit.
one down.
Oh, shit. Damn it.
Oh, God, if you release a T-shirt that says Snippy Snappy.
Snippy Snappy.
Oh, please do that. The Opster says, oh, please.
It's just my horrible handwriting. Good, print it.
Perfect.
Back.
No, I know what you're saying, and we're just ramping up for the summer season when we're going to be taking some mega blocks. What's that going to be like when we come back? Will we even know how to find our way to the studio?
I don't know.
Given the way our minds work at this advanced stage?
I'll just wander around looking for your car. Looking for the Fred mobile.
What if I can't even find my car?
I'll just wander around looking for the Fred hobo with the sticks and the little sack tied to the sticks.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I don't even know what to say.
With the sticks.
Going looking for the Redmobile.
These guys made fun of us, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you guys are funny.
They're funny. We're not. That's what was said.
They're looking for the Fredmobile, otherwise it'd be a hobo with the sticks and the hanky attached to the sticks.
That would be funny on a stage.
Maybe it's Canadian humor, Maybe it's Canadian humor. Maybe that's funny in Canada or something. I don't know. Maybe the Canadians could call and tell us.
God, is that terrible?
How's their Facebook page today?
Let's take a look.
I hope the fans aren't being dirty again. That's rude.
We got
Yeah.
a guy from Singapore that wants to say hi. We got to do this right now, though, Ashman. We'll talk to you in a little bit. Humble and Fred are joined by Eileen and intern Torrey and do some inspired comedy material about baby clothes.
Ah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
The comedic stylings of Humble and Fred.
Torrey over, intern Torrey, because she actually began this discussion because she has offered the great Eileen Mama Baby Maker a beautiful onesie.
She's so sweet. She brought like this really fuzzy sleeper and it's brown and cozy and I want to wear it myself.
Shut the fuck up.
Thank you. Thank you.
God.
That's so mean.
Oh, fuck her.
What the hell? Why does that chick have a dick?
Well, here's
Wow.
more importantly, and this is obviously one of their fans.
Hold on, why are you
Yeah.
asking so harshly? There's a nicer way to ask that.
Oh,
now,
I'm
why does
sorry.
that chick have a dick?
Oh,
Like,
I
lucky
see.
her.
I see. I apologize.
On their Facebook page, there's a chick with a dick receiving penetration in her anus.
Right.
But you can tell it's one of their fans.
Why?
Because the caption says, Snippy Snappy.
Oh, Snippy Snappy.
And then it says, homos suck my cock. I don't know if that's maybe another one of their catchphrases.
Who's that below?
That's Anthony looking like Uncle Sam, but holding a gun. And it says, we want you to plug your hole.
Plug your hole.
Snippy Snappy. So you don't like the hole there, Ant?
I fucking hate that.
I swear to God, that woman sounds like... We've heard that voice hundreds of times on every other radio show.
It really is. It can't be. Yeah,
You're not doing anything special in radio if you follow the same fucking formula where you have the whole come in and she's talking about baby clothes and there's not a joke to be had in her voice.
Yapping about baby clothes.
What happened?
It's not fair. We may be alone because there's a photo of Tom Skerritt on their Facebook.
Oh.
And the caption says, well, I think the boys are funny.
Oh, see? Tom Skerritt.
But then there's a picture of the Iron Sheik with either Humble or Fred in the camel clutch.
Right.
Oh, it must be Fred because it says, fuck Fred's ass, make him humble.
Make him
humble. Oh, there you go.
Well, let's listen where this baby clothes thing goes.
Eileen Mama Baby Maker
Torrey.
a beautiful onesie.
She's so sweet. She brought like this really fuzzy sleeper and it's brown and cozy and I want to wear it myself.
Yeah, it's super soft. I
Yeah.
have rubbing it on my face.
Yeah.
Chicks love to buy chicks baby stuff.
Yeah.
You notice that? Oh my God, that's so cute.
Because there's a caveat with that when they give it over. I'm so glad it's not me.
No,
I don't want the baby.
I'm joking. No, it's so cute. It has little bear ears on it and everything.
but when they're little tiny babies too, they grow so quickly. That thing might wear it once or twice too.
Yeah,
That's
probably.
the tragedy.
That's
But
okay.
it's cute, so who cares?
No, I know.
So cozy. He might come home in that.
Put it on and blow a guy in a room with the overlook. Fucking creep.
Don't be funny, man. Relax with that
That's
funny
true.
shit. They're having a normal discussion about baby clothes.
But
There wasn't a joke in there.
But they said they were joking.
They were joking.
Oh, there you go.
They said in that clip, "Oh, I was just joking."
Would you do that on stage? Would you say you're joking?
No.
Was that
You're the
That's the litmus
Was
test,
that-
he said, though.
was that Snippy or a Snappy?
That
Which
was
one?
a little more snippy.
I'm thinking it might be a little more snappy on that one. A little more snappy.
Yeah, I didn't like the girls talking about baby clothes segment at all.
You didn't?
I didn't care for that.
But these guys said they're funny.
Well, I mean, their fans are funny.
Why? Why are they funny?
Well, there's a photo from the movie Valley Girl, except Jim Norton's face is photoshopped onto one of the girls,
Yeah, right.
and under it says, "This is so grody."
This is so grody.
Canada's checking in.
Dennis Falcone makes an appearance.
It says Dentist Falcone.
Oh, it's Dentist Falcone, and he's a dentist.
Peter in Canada.
Yeah, just want to say we don't find that funny. They must be from Newfoundland or something because nobody likes those.
No, you find it funny. Come on. You're all about the snippy
I
snappy.
find their fans funny.
Be honest.
I like the description of the photos from Sam. That's pretty funny.
Why is there? Hold on. Why are their fans putting a picture of a fat naked?
That's Terry Clifford.
Terry Clifford.
Yikes.
Well, technically,
She's one of the faces of Jocktober, Jim Norton.
Technically, it's Terry Clifford's face on the body of Fat Bastard from the film Austin Powers. And that's on their Facebook page, Humble and Fred.
God, now Weeze is going to call me. Leave Terry Clifford out of this one, please. More baby humor that could easily be translated to comedy on a stage.
Yeah, meaning like this is just like more jokes about babies that if you did it on the stage...
Oh,
it's
it could be
even
on
funnier.
stages throughout the country. It's that strong.
I feel so.
Damn.
I mean, this is the clip that humiliates you guys right now.
Humble and Fred saying, we're not funny. They are. Remember, they said that, not us. We don't even, I swear I never heard their names before in my life. Until yesterday, I guess.
Photoshop on their Facebook page of Kim Kardashian making love to Beavis.
Beavis is mounting her.
But he's got Ray J's body.
Yeah.
He was wearing that onesie, which is just a tiny thing, not so long ago. And now what's he up to? Like big boy pants and...
Yeah. He walked in the house the other day. He was wearing these khakis and a blue jean shirt. He looked so cute. But, oh, man, he wasn't in a very good mood. He's teething. He's getting some molars in.
Yeah.
So he'll go from happy, wonderful, sweet little baby John 1 second to just, like, beside himself the next moment. And you can see him pushing at his cheeks, and it happens quickly, thank goodness, but it's horrible for them.
Is your daughter giving him, what is that, the Oragel?
Andesol, I think.
Heroin also worked on me. My parents used to rub a little heroin on my gums.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Why does he want to kiss a guy?
No, the sky.
He said, excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Oh. I thought he said the sky.
He said guy.
Did he say guy in that clip?
Yes, he did.
He must want to kiss a guy then.
All right.
He just want to interrupt the show.
Well, they said...
Was that?
But they said they're funny.
There's a photo on their Facebook page of a large woman.
Yeah.
And then Terry Clifford. And then E-Rock. And they're all fat and they're all nude. And they're all sitting together. And it looks to be... Is that a dildo? Look, maybe a dildo party?
It looks like it's a dildo water bottle party. Let's go to Brooklyn. Say hi to Mikey. Mikey, what's up?
What's up, Opie?
Hey, Mike.
Anthony. What's up, Jim?
I do. Hey.
I was listening to this. I was really wondering what a hole was, but after listening to that fucking woman go on about baby clothes, I think that pretty much fucking answered my question.
Yeah, she is the definition of the whole, but we've heard this exact voice and delivery so many times over the years. It's a woman that they force on radio shows to have the female perspective, and what they end up doing is just getting in the way of everything.
Yeah.
I mean, everything.
Look at what they turned that conversation into.
Huh?
That's to attract female listeners?
I think it's an insult to women that PDs assume that a woman like that is going to bring in females to listen to a particular radio show.
That's representative of the
horrible. And if the guys
was more painful, that or that whistling.
And if the guys get too edgy, she will always. The whole will always step in and go, now.
That's their job.
And try to calm them down a little bit. It's the worst thing to happen to radio, and it could be the number one worst thing in radio.
Well, you don't like the ladies' point of view?
But I've heard women that do a good job on the radio.
Funny.
I don't know about that.
There's not a lot, I'll be honest with you, but there are a few that certainly pull it off. There's a woman that works with Brother Weeze. She does a very good job. Weeze has always found different type of women to do the radio show with up there. I would never say that Weeze has a hole on his show. You got Nicole from the Morning Mashup. She knows how to be a female on the radio without doing this shit that we're listening to today. So, and I'm trying to think of others.
Yeah, good luck.
That Facebook page is dirty.
Jenny Hutt was pretty good at it.
Oh,
she was. We beat her up, or I certainly beat her up, but she was good.
Yeah, we beat her up.
And she had to deal with that twat.
That's true.
Martha Stewart's daughter. She had to deal with that shit, but she did a good job on the radio as well. Why is there a man train on their Facebook page?
Well, it's Troy Kwan is the Troy Kwan, and the one who is just getting his asshole penetrated and not penetrating anybody else is E-Rock.
Oh,
who's the gayest one there? You think?
I would think
probably the E-Rock. Just
I think the one in front is the gayest one, right?
No, one of the guys in the middle, because that means that they can get fucked in the ass and keep a good enough erection to fuck someone else.
Yeah. True.
I'd say the guy in the back would be the luckiest duck.
I think the guy in the back is, the lesser of the gays.
The thing is, though, nobody's following your advice. This is why I think it's their fans, not our fans.
Right.
Because there are still a lot of Terry Clifford photos popping up.
This certainly
Are they all
are.
making her look like a fat pig?
It's
not about her.
They're photoshopping her head onto very, very fat, nude bodies.
Right.
And I feel like if it was our fans, they would have listened to you.
And why are they putting her and E-Rock in a lot of...
Well, it's the same theme. It's like E-Rock's face and her face photoshopped onto big, fat, nude bodies.
Humble and Fred, who said they're funny and we're not, just want to remind the people, although they do think Jim Norton's funny.
Thank you.
They have finally moved on from the horrendous baby talk that went absolutely nowhere.
That's a little unfair.
Why?
Because they did, maybe you haven't noticed, but it is a thing where it's like you get a baby a onesie and it's like 2 weeks later, they don't even fit this thing anymore.
You got to be very careful how you talk about your kids on the radio.
You don't think they pulled it off?
No.
Oh.
You got to be extremely careful. I would never bring any of that shit they just talked about to our show. Never. But they move on. And now they do a Kinnison-esque bit.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Humble and Fred.
Now the funny.
It's about cooking turkey.
Yeah, and it just reminded me, because they talk about doing stuff on stage, and I was like, this is amongst the greats, Kinnison, and,
right. Yes, they say, they're saying that what they do on their radio show is funny, and it also translates to a stage. Which is the stupidest concept I've ever heard, but let's see how funny they are in this clip.
Can't remember anything else.
Well, don't they tell you to take it out like half an hour before?
How many times? I've said that to you so many times.
What?
To you.
What
It's all about when you take it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like my meat thermometer says 190. Would that be Fahrenheit or Celsius?
It's 160 something for turkey, I believe.
Mm-hmm. No. Well, is it?
Celsius.
Whatever it is. Whatever your meat thermometer says, take it about 10 degrees sooner. And just put it on the counter because it continues to, covered on the counter.
It continues to cook.
I hear you. So take it out early, and that's the key. People keep it in the oven right up to temperature.
Wrong.
And then take it out, and that's when it dries out. Figure it out.
No, I knew somebody who would take it out, cut it up, and then put it back in the oven to keep it warm.
Oh, jeez.
It's like, why don't you just kill us?
Just kill. Why don't you
Give me
just
sandpaper?
Get a load of this when we do our little fall thing sometimes. There's a person when it's their turn to do the turkey, they'll cook it the day before.
No.
And then slice it and then just serve it. And it's just like, you might as well just take it and throw it in the garbage.
I'm to the point that now I think they're just delusional.
These guys are good.
This is
good humor.
Now, look, let me tell you something. I understand not everything is going to be hilariously funny, but it should at least be interesting.
Right.
You should at least be able to listen and go, oh, you know what? That's kind of a compelling little story or argument or discussion or whatever. That was useless.
They might as well have read from a cookbook.
Yes.
Because I think that's what they were doing.
You didn't like it?
Horrible.
No.
We don't have to say much about this. They're horrendous. Let's say hi to Paul in Canada. Paul.
Hey.
Paul A. No? What is that? What is that beep thing? I don't know. Aaron in Canada. What's up, Aaron?
Not much. Those guys used to be funny like maybe 10 years ago. Now they're extremely bad.
But how long have they been on the radio?
They've been on up here, honestly, for like a long time.
So,
since I was a young lad.
So why is it, and I swear to you, that I've never heard of them until yesterday?
Well, because they used to split up, and then one would go one way and go to a different town, like Kingston or whatever, Montreal.
Where are they now?
Like that.
Where are they now?
They're just podcasting now, I hear.
Yeah, they used to be in Toronto. They got kicked off the air because they were a little bit risque for Canada, us. So,
what do they do that got them kicked off the air?
Too much turkey talk?
Well, there's more turkey talk, by the way, Ed. Good news for you.
Good thing. I love that turkey talk.
All right. Well,
really?
Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Not a problem. Thank you, guys.
Here's, they keep the comedy turkey themed going, but move the focus to the turkey wings.
Okay.
A little more
Turkey wings are good, too.
Yeah, it's the best part.
The
definitely.
tips, you can't. They're tough. But the meat on the long wing is just delicious.
Do you think there's a business model for you and I to open up the first hot turkey wing pub type of thing?
It's funny you say that. I went to a restaurant on the weekend I have a cousin who's from out of town. And,
yeah, where is she?
Oh, no, she's going to come in a little bit. I haven't seen her literally since I was 7 years old. So it's been,
20 years.
Sure, thank you. But her daughter goes to Humber down the street and everything, so I got acquainted with her, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, we went to this restaurant, Tapas. You would absolutely love it. One of the things is 2 turkey wings.
Why
You're kidding me.
I swear to God.
Yeah, you
and
couldn't do that, though.
Like
No,
that.
I know.
It would be way too expensive.
I was just mostly
but you know what? They had-
doing a bit.
This could be the most mundane show we've ever listened to, as far as the whole Jocktober bit.
As far as
This is
Jocktober.
so mundane.
But my favorite part was the very last thing in that clip.
What? You're kidding me? Like, oh my
No.
God, that's amazing.
The silence?
No, he goes, I was mainly doing a bit.
What bit?
you
I was
just-
mainly doing a
What
bit.
you just heard just now.
What
That was a
bit?
bit?
Was a bit.
Well, by me, I missed it. A bit of what?
Let's say hi to a bit of diarrhea, I would say. So Stephanie in Fort Bragg. Stephanie.
Yeah, I think that all the women that listen to you guys completely agree with you, because the woman that you're listening to right now sounds like a dry fucking cunt.
Wow.
I mean, seriously, she sounds like she needs to go take some fucking flowers or something.
I think it's I think it's an insult to women, that listen to radio. That these PDs think that that's going to represent them on radio shows. It's embarrassing.
Absolutely. I think that they need to. With women aren't like that. You know what I mean? In real life, seriously, are we really gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna try on some little baby's fucking jacket because it's so soft?
Right.
No.
Right.
I don't fucking think so.
All right. Well, thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye. Let's say hi to Joe in Oklahoma. Joe.
Hey, you guys, on the heels of one of the greatest unmasked of all time, these clowns say that what isolate things that you say are not funny on stage.
Right.
That's fucking ridiculous. You guys could do a show in a different city every fucking day.
Well,
sell it out.
I mean, it's not our...
On a stage. You were on a stage, for God's sake.
Yeah, it's not our strength, but we certainly pull it off, and we could, throw a few lines out there and get people laughing. Yeah, we were on a stage at Caroline's for Unmasked, and we certainly got a lot of laughs in. So,
I think they actually are. They're on the radio now. I think.
Who? Humble and Fred.
Yes, CIKR FM.
Well, they're on SiriusXM, Canada.
Well, good for them. They're horrendous.
They're on SiriusXM.
Thanks, Joe.
They're in Toronto and in Peterborough.
We got two more. You want to try to get through this?
Please.
All right, so it's Humble and Fred who said they're funny, we're not, except for Jim Norton. And our stuff doesn't translate to a stage or something like that. I don't even understand that.
These are your fans, Jim.
And they got a horrendous hole that is just adding absolutely nothing on top of their nothing.
You mean Eileen?
That's her name?
That's her name.
All right. Guys do a little improv comedy riffing with their intern, Torrey.
That's something you guys have done.
All right. Are you from a broken home like so many of the youth?
Yeah, I am.
Are you really? I just took a guess.
Of course. Well, my parents got divorced when I was like 6 months old. So.
Really?
So it's not too soon to talk about it.
No, not at all. But,
do you need a moment?
How does that? That's weird, though. Did they ever talk to you about that? What happens like at 6 months? Like, you'd think just the responsibility of a child might keep them together till you're maybe a year. Well,
I don't know. My dad was working a lot, apparently.
What was he? Oh.
Yeah.
Can't relate to that.
Did they explain it this way? We can't. Yeah, we can't relate. Wait a second. When you say working a lot, you mean like past 11 in the morning?
Like a job when you get up in the morning, you don't want to go to it? Right. One of those?
Like where you have to be somewhere all day.
With pants on.
Torrey.
Yeah, one of those.
Jesus Christ.
It's funny, though.
I don't...
Is she pretty?
They have no business...
Eileen?
Torrey.
They have no business taking shots at us. We don't even know who the fuck they are. I don't care they took shots, to be honest with you, but it just makes you, it gives us an excuse to listen to them.
To listen to.
And make fun of them, because obviously they're horrendous. Let's go to Chris in Toronto. Chris.
Hey, guys, this is the reason why I bought SiriusXM. These guys were on 102.1 in Toronto.
Right.
For the worst show ever, got sent to AM radio, and now I'm on like radio.com or something.
Okay. Why did they get kicked off the radio in Toronto?
The ratings were terrible, and they wanted to move to a bunch of guys that were a lot younger.
Oh, right. I don't know what their fans are doing.
Right.
Like, I don't know if this is one of their bits, but there's a photo of a man who has pronged his penis.
Why would you prong your penis?
But it says Snippy Snappy. I don't know if that's what they were referring
that's what
to.
Snippy Snappy means.
Snappy.
Could be.
I was reading their Wikipedia, and there was one. They broke up a couple times, like in early '90s. They've been around since '89,
right?
And then recently, a few years ago, they were on some Light FM or whatever station, and one of the guys got yanked by the station because the ratings weren't good, so they just changed the name to the Humble Fred Show. But I guess that didn't.
All right. Let's say hi to Patrick in Jersey. Patrick.
Hey, what's up, Opie?
Hey.
You're a little full of shit, man, because you talk about your fucking kids all the time.
Hey, you stupid fuck! You didn't even get my point. First of all, I don't talk about my kids all the time because I don't want to put them in the public spotlight, and I carefully pick some of the shit that goes on at home that might be entertaining or funny to these guys. I don't come in here with just mundane fucking baby talk, and that was my point. You stupid fuck.
I never heard
I'm so
any
done
jumper,
with people that
any
don't
jumper
listen.
stories. Never heard any jumper stories.
I purposely don't come in here with stories about my kids. Every once in a while, I'll come up with something that might be entertaining.
Seriously, though, how quick do they outgrow their shoes?
Exactly.
So
Did I ever come in with shit like
few
that?
weeks.
So fast.
I'm so sick of fucking people that don't even listen or get the point you're trying to make.
Yeah.
I didn't say I didn't bring, I didn't talk about my kids on the show, but I'm very careful about that because I know how boring that could be if you bring the wrong shit to the show.
That's why you got to talk about, what kind of little jumper.
Exactly.
In stranger news, there is a photo of the mom from 90 Day Fiance.
Right.
And it's on their Facebook page, Humble and Fred, and under it says, "Time for a man sandwich."
Oh.
That is...
I love the fact that she enjoys a good man sandwich.
Manwich.
All right, finally, one more clip from Humble and Fred. Oh. The divorce comedy continued. What's the divorce comedy?
Well, they were talking about the intern being a child of divorce.
Oh, right.
In a comedic
I already
fashion.
forgot. I swear I forgot what the last clip was. So the intern's from a broken family, I guess.
Well, yeah, the intern said
Torrey.
that her parents got divorced when she was 6 months old. So that's just, I mean, there's just tons of comedy there that they've been going through.
Right. Okay.
Did they explain to you they broke up because you ruined their marriage?
I did not.
I'm just asking.
Best
Well,
part.
see, that's funny because that's what I was getting at, and then you say it.
Yeah, well.
I was going to say something
It's my
flippant
job.
like, "Oh, geez, they couldn't handle you that much."
Well, no, but you make. I mean,
Not one of
I'm
those.
again doing a comedy bit, but really, you think, okay, you're together, you have this beautiful child, and then 6 months into it, you go, nah, this isn't working for us anymore.
Well, they had my sister. She's 2 years older than me.
Oh,
and
I
then
see.
they had me 2 years later.
Yeah,
and then
so
6
it's not
months
All
later.
right, Hummel and Fred. Good
I
luck
like
to you.
flippant. The word flippant is never
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Wow.
Maybe we're just missing the comedy. I don't know.
That was a good,
I swear.
a good little example too. It wasn't just one thing that
No.
we sat and listened to and went, "Oh, that's terrible."
Right.
You know, because anybody could do that. That was a lot.
There's
A lot of who gives a fuck talk by these guys. What's Sam?
There's a photo on Humble and Fred's Facebook page. And the photo is here in our studio.
Right.
But it's in our hallway. And it's Club Soda Kenny and William Shatner. And they're sitting next to each other, but William Shatner is ignoring Kenny.
Right.
But the key to the photo is while he's ignoring Kenny, Terry Clifford is performing fellatio on Mr.
Come on.
Shatner.
That didn't happen. Did
That's
it?
what in the photo.
Did that happen?
That did not happen, Sam.
I missed that.
Because in the photo is the only thing.
Paul in Canada. Paul.
Huh?
Yo, Paul.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing, fellas?
You already fucked us once. Let's do this. You're the guy that called earlier. You called back. So,
fantastic cellular service that we have in Canada.
Uh-huh.
Not to mention Humble and Fred. They stink. They always did stink, and they're no good. I don't know how they can trash talk you guys when they got nothing to offer. They used to try some outrageous stunts like you guys, and they were just garbage. Like, not even close. They're absolutely horrible.
well, I mean, we gave him a fair shot today, and I didn't find anything amusing whatsoever in there, or interesting, like Andy
Nothing.
pointed out. If you're not going to be funny, you got to at least try to get
Something going.
some interest going with your radio show.
Somebody commented on one of their posts,
Right.
you guys are a chippa off the old block.
Oh, nice.
That's funny right there.
Well, at least it's clever.
Yeah, I
Little
believe it's-
wordplay humor.
That's what I thought it might be, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy has a comment. Nova Scotia checking in. Mr. Leahy.
What is Viscosia?
Mr. Leahy.
I'm just
Hey,
chipping.
boys.
Stop it.
Hey.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
What's happening?
What's up?
These guys got to be kidding me. They're just not Gouda.
Oh, the cheese jokes.
We can't do the cheese jokes today.
Oh, God.
I feel like they have some really good stuff.
Right.
They maybe just toned down the jokes a little bit and were a little more serious. They might have been able to. I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe you could go see Jim Norton at Caroline's this weekend.
Ooh.
Nice save.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Nice
Nice
save.
save.
All right, there you go. There's Humble and Fred.
Humble and Fred. Yeah, and I mean, we must have caught them on a bad day because they have one of the wildest Facebook pages
Really?
I've ever seen.
Well, at least they're trying to get a good Facebook page going.
Yeah, I mean, there's a photo of Roland appears to be nude and eating grapes. Picture of Michael Jackson with E.T. and it says Alien versus Predator.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny.
There's a photo of you, Opie.
Yeah.
And it's the photo of you sticking your finger out with your mouth open.
Right.
It says Greg Opie Hughes wants you to go viral. And by that he means get AIDS.
Wow.
That's not nice.
Wow.
Not nice.
Oh, wow.
Who's that girl?
Well, it's a girl. She's wearing a shirt. If you look closely, there's Chip Chipperson is on her shirt. And it says Chippy Kaye, motherfucker.
I'm suing.
Let's say hi to Dan in Canada. One more call on this crap. Go ahead.
Hey boys, how you doing today?
Pretty good, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Listen, man, I don't get to listen to you guys enough. I'm in the military and I'm away a lot, so when I do get to catch you, I enjoy the show a lot. And I've listened to this Humble and Fred, and for the love of Christ, the only reason I want to know what channel they're on SiriusXM is so I can block it. These two jackasses are not funny; they're garbage, and I think the only reason they're chewing on you guys is so that's their only hook. So you start mentioning them, and they're that desperate for listening.
Well, that's the risk you take mentioning other radio shows, but I think it's safe to say that most of us will forget completely about these guys by noon today.
Well, Humble
so I'm
and
not
Fred,
too worried about it.
Humble and Fred are not afraid to mention another radio show. If you go to their Facebook page, there's actually a photo of Mike Francesa about to spill his Diet Coke.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Yeah, these guys are a couple of real. They're total. They've been about 4 or 5 radio stations in Canada. They were junk. They got moved on. I know there was a guy in Canada who I thought was a really good guy. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, Dean Blundell.
No.
I know Dean.
Oh, do you?
No.
I'll check him out, I guess.
Yeah, check him out. He got thrown off of 102.1. He was really, really controversial. He'd been warned by...
I don't care. Don't go over. I don't care. I don't care.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
Still enjoy the show, man. This is the only station I
don't care. I don't care.
Sorry, something's bleeding through. What were you saying?
I said this is the only.
I don't care. I don't. He doesn't care. I don't care. I don't care.
There's nothing better than that one.
What's the name of that?
But if I could bring this,
I don't know, Chip.
If I could bring this instant replay on a stage, that would be funny, right?
That'd be great.
I'd have to push buttons and
play
shit.
them. Yep.
Their post about today's show, one of the comments is, Snippy Snappy, double guns, bitch.
Double guns.
That's a good one.
Bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, cool, right?